Hi. Hello. So, thank you for tuning in. I just want to say thank y'all so much for the outpouring of love and encouragement on my last video. It truly means so much. When you are going through something, you look for the encouragements from people, and people like you do not have to be nice. You do not have to be kind. You do not have to be loving. But I really feel like the love of Christ was shown to me, and I was really encouraged and built up in my spirit, man. So I just want to say thank y'all for the ones who left the comments and the ones who watched and those who subscribed. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I truly appreciate it. So, welcome to Cash and Calling. My name is Brittany, and thank you. A little bit about me. I'm 37 years old. I am a wife. I'm a mom. I'm a nurse practitioner. I work full time currently. I work about 3 to 4 days a week, rotating weekends. So every other weekend. So I have flexibility in my schedule, and I'm currently looking for PRN work to help supplement our income. So if you didn't watch my last video and you're new here, my husband has been recently laid off. So he's currently unemployed, and we are just navigating that. So I would love for you to join me on this journey. So hit that like button, go ahead and subscribe. And we're doing a lot over here. Yeah, we're paying off debts, we're saving. Although I'm in a season of transition, I'm looking forward to what God is going to do. I don't believe he's done with us yet, and this is definitely not the end. This is just the beginning, you guys. I promise it is just the beginning. So today what we're going to be doing is going through our budget for August, the first paycheck. So the first week of August is paycheck. So we both received a paycheck this week. So the transition will happen next week where only I will be receiving a paycheck. So we get paid on a weekly basis. Essentially, both of us were getting paid weekly, but now it'll just be me getting paid weekly. So we're navigating that. And yeah, so that's kind of where we are. And just a quick testimony, very quick. If you didn't see my community post, my echo did come back normal. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. My echocardiogram came back normal. My heart is functioning at full capacity. Everything was normal. Okay. So I was really concerned about that. And that has been added to my debt list, but God is good. That's all I'm going to say about it. So I have my notes here, and I'm going to actually put my budget on the screen so you'll be able to follow along with me as we go over our paycheck. I'm excited. All right, so I'm going to do my little microphone on my shirt. And all right, you guys, let's go. Okay. So I want to say, if you would like a copy of the budget sheet that I'm using, that should be on the screen, I will have it linked in the description box. It's a budget sheet that I made. It's a freebie. So if you like it, go ahead and use it. Yeah. All right. So we're going to start off. I do not want to list my income, okay? So I'm going to skip that part and I will go back and fill it in. I hope you can respect that. So I'm going to skip that part and I'm trying to be as transparent as possible, okay? So tithes are first. I I know some people are on the fence with tithing, and I get that because I was there for a long time. But just because we are going through a season and things are shifting and there's transitions, we are not going to stop tithing. That's a commitment. When I have found myself going through before, whether it was a health condition or whether it was financially, God always came through. So I truly believe that He honors the tithe, and I will honor it too. But that's just my position on that. So for tithes, we are doing $210. It's going to be for my tithe, and $130 is for my husband's tithe this week. All right, for bills, this week, our bills are really light. We don't have a lot going on in the way of bills. And just in general, we don't have necessarily a lot of bills, thank God. But this week, I put tuition, but our daughters are out of school for a week while they're transitioning back into the regular school days. So we had to get someone to keep them for the week. So tuition this week or daycare or someone keeping them this week was 221. IRS, which is state taxes, not federal, but state taxes, I pay every week. And I pay that only because my job will not take state taxes out. I've went to HR, I've went to, on up the ladder, and I work for a pretty big company, a large company, but they don't take state taxes out for the state I live in. So I've just come to be used to it. I've worked at this company for 6 years, so I just take the taxes out and it all equals out. For the most part, I don't end up owing state taxes. Some years, like in the past, I have, but that's how I got this number right here, 75, because I actually got a refund last year because we paid $75 per week on state taxes. Comcast, that's Wi-Fi. We're paying $70.23 this week. Baptist, this is a medical bill that I forgot to add to my debt confession, okay? Because I'm so used to paying it out of our checking account. It doesn't come out of out of our health savings account. So we pay it directly from the checking account, but it is indeed a medical bill. Full transparency. And someone even commented, you've been through a lot health wise. I truly have, but to God be the glory. But I had an ectopic pregnancy probably 3, 4 years ago, and I went to the emergency room. So this is related to that balance. Which it should. I'm paying it slow. I pay $25 a month, but it's constantly like it's getting lower and lower and lower. Okay, student loan, $15 a month currently until I work out the logistics and figure out if I'm going to do the income based repayment plan, which I know I will if they don't like do anything with the save program. I'm not holding my breath on the save program. A lot of people have said it's dead, it's not going to happen, but I have not made a move yet on figuring the student loan out. Apple Music. This is for both me and my husband. We're paying $23.52 this week, and that's the total. So that's for the month. That'll cover the month. So that is all of our bills for the week. I don't know. It's just second nature to say I, but it's not I. It is definitely we and our. Okay. So that's a total of $429.75 on bills this week. Let's move on to sinking funds. So I did decide to do sinking funds this week. And even with the transitions, because life still goes on. We still need gas in our car. We still need groceries. We still need to save for the unexpected things that may come up. So I have many more sinking funds other than the ones I have listed, but these are the ones that we'll focus on today. So gas or car is getting $150. And y'all, guess what? My air went out in my truck. Literally, I recorded that debt confession video and my air went out. We pulled from the savings to cover, well, we are pulling from the savings to cover that repair because we don't have enough in our car envelope at the moment. We got an estimate for it, but we haven't gotten the exact number. So honestly, I think it'll be more. I don't know. We'll see. But when we do get that bill, that will come out of our savings account. Groceries, we're budgeting $125 this week on groceries. And we usually do good with 120, 125 in groceries. Spending, we are getting spending money this week. We're getting a total of me and my husband are getting 50 and 50, and my son, we give him $20 every week to go in his cash envelope. Toiletries is getting 20 this week. Hopefully we don't use any of this. Eating out, we decided to budget eating out, although our goal is to not spend anything in eating out. We've been cooking. My husband cooked today. He cooked yesterday as well. And we're just trying to cook at home, but in case something comes up, because we do have small babies, we have small babies, then we have my 11-year-old. So we just want to make sure we cover it if it does come up. Miscellaneous, just in case something comes up, is getting $50 this week. All right. So seed is getting 25. That's to give to people, to sow into people's lives. I believe in giving, and that does not stop just because I'm going through something. So it's there just in case the Lord puts it on our hearts to give to someone. Girls is getting $80 this week. They always are in need of diapers, pull-ups, hair products. I finally found something that works for both of their hair. And if you are familiar with Camille Rose products, I love them. They work. It's a trial and error, y'all. I had to give away so many hair products earlier in the year because I went through so many just trying to figure out what works for their hair. And I finally found something. But I have two girls and they have hair, like thick, coarse hair. So we go through hair products pretty often. School is for really for the girls. They're getting a total of $50 in school. We just registered them for pre-K. I just want to address something real quick. So someone asked in a comment on my last video, said the maybe your husband can stay at home and it'll work even out because you're not paying like tuition and daycare. And I agree with that if we weren't in different seasons of our lives. So in this season of our lives, we believe we have been called to do ministry work. So, although we're doing transitions and things like that right now, unexpected, we needed a door to open, honestly, to be able to do what God has called us to do. Although I really wish it didn't happen the way it did, but at the same time, we were literally praying for an open door to be able to have more flexibility in our schedules, to be able to start ministry work or do ministry. So, I mean, it is what it is. God works how he works. His ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. So I just press past what I feel and I know that it's working together for my good. That's the confidence that I have in this season. So my husband, he is looking for employment right now, but you guys, like literally, we will have more flexibility in our schedules now. And so I said all that to say we need our girls in school, going somewhere where he can work, and then we can also do ministry things during the day because I am off during the week as well. So just to answer that question, because I did want to address that, because we're not in that season. Maybe 5 years ago, yes, I would say yes, we were in that season that could have worked, but now we are not in that season. We feel a strong pull and an urgency to do what the Lord has called us to do. So that's where we are. So today, or not today, but this week, I'm going to get a total of $665 out of the bank for my sinking funds. And I will be doing a cash stuffing video soon after I publish this video. So you'll see this video and then I'll be putting out a cash stuffing video for my sinking funds. And in that video, I want to go through all the envelopes I have and I want to count what's there. And I might be reallocating some stuff because like the sports envelope my son, he's not in AAU right now. They had their last game last weekend, so whatever is in that envelope can go to somewhere else, and just reprioritizing some things since some things have shifted in our lives. All right, next, virtual envelopes. And I know this is going to be kind of controversial to some people, but I still have vacation coming out of my check as well as, and I know medical, I need that coming out of my check. Um, but vacation is still coming out, and let me explain why. First of all, because it was already set. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to restart my camera. I'm so sorry. So, yeah, so vacation, it might be a little controversial to some people, but it is still coming out of my check. And that, for one reason, is because if I had to go and change it with my employer, they would have to, how the system is, it would reject my accounts. So now I wouldn't get anything direct deposited, and I would have to get paper checks for like 2 cycles because I've done it before. So I've had to get checks for like 2 cycles, and that just kind of throws everything off. But that's a small inconvenience. If push comes to shove and we really need to eliminate something really quick, I will go and cancel the auto debits of the vacation from my check. Right now, it's the $85 coming out every week for vacation, and it has a total of $721.48. So I just wanted to explain that and why we had that coming out. Medical, we definitely need medical, y'all. So medical, $100 is coming out. And it goes to my health savings account. So it's pre-taxed. So I never see it anyway. It goes to that account, and I'm using it to help pay down the medical debts. It's just really hard when you have things that come up constantly. My son, he has to get braces, which we've already paid the down payment. We've already paid everything on it. So we'll be paying for his braces $97 per month, and he'll get those in September. But yeah, like things, they come up and we try to plan as much as possible, but we do have a high deductible plan. I know some people were asking, like, do you have insurance? Yes, but healthcare is expensive. Healthcare is so expensive. And I was just looking at my statement today from, I told y'all about the echocardiogram. I was looking at the total amount billed. The test was billed for $7,000, y'all. So I paid $900 portion of it, but the test in itself was a total of $700. I'm sorry, excuse me, my strap was showing, so I apologize about that. But yeah, so it's ridiculous. Like, it seriously is. It's a problem with the medical for sure. So $100 went to in medical, and so it has a total of $408.96. Christmas got a total of nothing this week, and it got a total of nothing because it's fully funded. There's $1,200 in Christmas accounts. All right, so that's my virtual envelopes. And like I said, I'm willing to tweak things, to change things as things come up. Like, I am all about writing a plan and making the vision plain. So I know I will pivot if I need to pivot. Debt. Okay, let's go over debt real quick because we know debt is not really getting anything because of the transitions that are happening. But let's go over it. So the car loan is not getting anything this week, and it has a balance of $5,626.04. House is not getting anything either. The house note was paid at the end of July for August. So we're not there yet. So at the end of August, will be due for another house payment. Medical is getting, no, medical we're paying $100 on medical this week. So I'll pick a bill. I'll probably do the debt snowball on the medical, but I'll be paying $100, and that's going to give us a total of $3,909 that is left on medical. So I'm excited to see that number decrease. And yeah, because I feel like it's been following me way too long, but over the last 2 to 3 years, I've just had so much to go on, medically wise. So I'm just praying God for healing and that nothing else will happen, that this is it. Like, we are covered. And I know we are, but sometimes you just have to say it out loud. So if you got this far, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. I appreciate every view, everyone who has left comments of just encouragement. I truly appreciate it. If you are new here, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. I would love to have you. And like the video and comment down below. It will help tremendously. And be looking for that cash stuffing video. I will be posting it soon, since I am getting money for my sinking funds this week. So I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.